Okay, some of you guys have been asking about the stuff I use when I do double dips instead of taping. This is the stuff I use. Glad Press and Seal. Has to be the Press and Seal. This stuff's really cheap and I use a ton of it. So this customer wants his gun stock dipped one side at a time so the pattern matches. So as you can see, I already have this side taken care of with the Press and Seal. So I just put the Press and Seal on and I make my seam, just lightly score it with an X-Acto knife, and it cuts very easy. And you can take your seam right down the center. Doesn't matter if it's straight. In fact, a seam that isn't straight is harder to find. Same at the top. Press and Seal's all on. Remember, it is called Press and Seal, so when you get it in place, just keep running your finger over it. It'll press and seal it down into place. Okay, so we'll come back after I do the first dip. So here's the look. I did the first dip. And there's your seam. Right down the center. Little piece overlap, that's no big deal. I meant to show you guys that Press and Seal. Don't worry about it when you're rinsing it off. That stuff just comes right off. Very easy once you hit it with water. So there's your seam. And as you can see, the first side's all done. So I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like once the Press and Seal is applied again. Okay, so now you'll see I have the side that's already dipped, covered with Press and Seal, the whole thing, and then I've cut just short, so the new dip, when I dip the second side, it's going to overlap very little. It's one thing about this stuff is you can get your seams so small. So it's completely wrapped. And we're getting ready to dip the second side. So here we are. It's finished now, except for clear coat. And you'll see very nice seam, which with a snow camo it's hard to tell how good a seam really is. Because I'm telling you, this Press and Seal stuff, and it just rinses right off in the rinse tank or whatever. Only needs a little bit of water. So there's both sides all done. This way the branches are going up on both sides.